Real quick, everybody. We're trying to get our technology together. Kelvin, can you hear us?
I sure can.
All right. Well, I am Shariq LeMay, and this is
JPK. You know what it is.
You know what it is. And we are. Can you tell us what the name of this event is? Where's Manny J? Because there were so many names. Create and build. It is Juneteenth week, and so we figured it would be a good idea to come and partake in Manny J's event, which is Create and Build, and have some congruency. How are you?
I'm doing good. Juneteenth is something really special to celebrate, and like you said, just kind of celebrating Black excellence and Black innovation. I think this was a perfect partnership to do that with.
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to ask somebody to turn our camera. Miku, can you turn our camera just a little bit? A little off-centered. We're going to go ahead. Kelvin, where are you? Let's see where Kelvin is.
Right there. Perfect.
There he is. Hi, Kelvin. Kelvin is back in the studio. How you doing today, Kelvin? You guys probably can't hear. Kelvin's all right. You doing well?
Yeah.
All right.
I've just been working overtime like crazy. So.
I know. Well, we're going to go ahead and get into this show while we're here at Create and Build. So let's go ahead and play the theme song.
Step into the limelight.
We're not in the studio today, so we have to do our own applause.
I know. We need our applauses on time.
Oh, whoops. I thought the crowd was applauding.
It's all to the good.
There you go.
To the good. All right. So again, welcome to our Limelight Live show. I am Shariq LeMay, and we have
JPK.
And we're doing a different type of show because, it's Juneteenth week, and we figured we would come and be on the ground in person. We're in the Lamert area right now, right? Historic landmark within Los Angeles. If you watch Insecure,
yep.
Issa Rae is over here. So yeah, we're gonna get
it on a map.
Always. I love this area. My favorite Jamaican spot is around the corner.
Which I was like, I think we should go after the show, but it's gonna be closed.
Exactly. But we'll make it work. I'll have to bring you over here at some point in time. But how are you doing, Kelvin?
Yeah, I'm good, man. So my birthday's coming up Sunday as well. So
happy birthday!
It is on Juneteenth.
On Juneteenth.
So you're welcome. You guys got a national holiday because of me. So yeah.
It is what it is. Also, shout out to KS Kisa. It's her birthday yesterday. So shout out to her. All the Geminis in the building.
Yeah, represent.
Love it, love it, love it. Well, let's go ahead.
Carlos.
Say that again.
Shout out to Carlos too.
Carlos, yes. Happy birthday, Carlos.
I know a lot of Gemini.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to go ahead and get into these flashlight topics. Let's do it. All right. I'm going to let you kick this one off, actually.
All right. So we all grew up on this show.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't, you know what this show is.
Yeah.
So we're talking about the iconic Martin.
Yes.
Set in Detroit, a staple sitcom of the 90s. And, we're in an era now where we're revisiting a lot of media from the past.
And reminiscing.
So we're doing, reunions and reboots and all sorts of those things. So this past week, the Martin reunion happened with the entire cast.
Yes.
And
except for Tommy.
Right.
Rest in peace, Tommy.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Which was a really special event. Shout out to Shar, who hosted.
Yes, Shar. Give Shar a clap. Let's give Shar a clap. Absolutely. You got to bring her back on the show.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. And according to people.com, something really interesting that Tisha Campbell says is that we've all healed, and obviously there was the years of after Martin where they ended about
abruptly
with the sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Claiming, and so it's good to see that they're in a place that's healthy, that they've been able to talk and, of course, heal from that.
Yeah, definitely. Because, you can't have Martin without Gina, right?
Right.
Like, there's no show. And honestly, after the show died down and she wasn't on it, like, they purposefully wrote the show to where she didn't have to be on the scenes. And it just didn't feel the same.
It didn't.
It didn't.
do, like, phone
Yeah,
calls
or
on the
she was
show.
in another state. It just that's kind of where I fell off with the show.
Well, she didn't want to film with Martin.
Right, which is deep. But to see that they've been able to come together and reconcile and get over their differences, I'm appreciative of that.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to watch it. It actually aired, it came on today. I haven't been able to watch it because I've been working all day.
Yeah.
But we're gonna watch it tonight.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys check that out. But one of the things, since we're in a place of fashion, I was really thinking about how iconic Martin's fashion was. How
Yeah.
he used to have the different logos, like cross color. You went to a cross color event, I saw.
Yeah,
How
I
was
went
that?
to the Cross Colors fashion show for Los Angeles Swim Week.
Nice.
Shout out to Cross Colors. I have a lot of friends over there. Shout out to my boy Kadeem. And it's interesting to see how so much of that is resurging, right?
Yeah.
You know, and literally the same look. It's not even a reimagining of the brand, but
Right.
just the essence of it is still there.
Yeah,
So it's like you see that in not just our media, but in our clothing too.
exactly. And I think Martin was really good for having such brands and iconic cultural brands on the show. And when I really thought about it, I was like, oh, wow, they had cross colors. They had a bunch of ones I can't even think of anymore. But a lot of the HBCUs, he definitely represented as well. So
Yeah.
I think we have to remember how iconic the show was for bringing forth Black fashion. So I'm all here for it. So, yeah.
Tisha Campbell called the reunion a celebration. She said she was really, really nervous to come together with the cast, but not necessarily because she hadn't seen them all in a while. Instead, she's anxious to find out if the hit show still resonates with fans. And I think we can agree that it does.
It's so interesting to think of what her viewpoint is being
Yeah.
on the inside and not knowing how others are touched on the outside. That's so interesting. And her nervous? I
Yeah.
can't imagine her being nervous.
She said, I hope people embrace it as much as they say they do. I
Mhm.
wasn't nervous about getting together with the cast because we're also friends.
Dope.
That's dope.
I like that. I like that.
It's a real sentiment.
I like it. I like it. Speaking of
She's making
sentiment,
music now, right?
always.
Always. Okay.
Never stop. Yeah, they both Tashina Arnold and Tisha Campbell have always been doing their music endeavors.
Oh, I didn't know that.
If you've been in LA for a minute, you know Zen Lounge used to be the popping spot her and her husband had.
It was
and
small, but
it was small, but it was popping, and they had really
like
dope
this.
performances. Yeah, literally.
Hey,
she always performed there, which was really dope. So yeah, she's been doing her thing for a long time, which I'm happy to see. But speaking of music,
bang, bang.
go
The
ahead.
one, the only, the queen.
Give us some sparkle, Kelvin.
Beyonce.
Woo! Live your crowd, live your crowd.
I was up for this as this was happening, but in the middle of the night, Beyonce dropped the announcement that her new studio album, Renaissance, is releasing on June 29th, which will be a 16-track album that you can already purchase and pre-save on Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music. Of course, I already did.
You already did.
Yeah, I was up and I was seeing the madness on social media. Twitter was insane.
I saw. On top of the photo shoot. Let's not forget
Yeah.
the photo shoot
Yeah.
was amazing.
For British Vogue.
Yes.
Because she was on the cover of British Vogue,
Yes.
which came out this morning. But it's insane how the mind behind her marketing
Mhm.
is so. She literally, all she did was remove her Instagram profile picture, and we just knew.
We knew that Beyonce was dropping something. Absolutely.
Something's coming up. The
Absolutely.
Make Good Foundation posted an image earlier this week about celebrating Black music for Black Music Month.
Okay.
And it was an image of a whole bunch of album covers of different artists.
Mhm.
At the bottom, next to Brandy's B7, there was an image of Beyonce's hand just pointing. And the
love
image,
it.
listen, Bay fans are very.
Now, is it Bay or is it B?
B, Bay, Beyonce? I mean, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I never knew which one was which.
I know. I always because Baychella, Beachella. Okay.
The image was a new image. You couldn't find it on Google Photos.
Wow.
And people were saying it was interesting because it's her 7th album.
Mhm.
And it was right next to B7, which is Brandy's album. So it was kind of like alluding to before the announcement even dropped.
Wow.
So it was like we knew.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
so then of course it dropped, and then Twitter was ablaze with the
Of
comments.
course, as they would
You
and
can
should be.
currently buy one or all 4 of her box sets.
Mhm.
Each box includes a T-shirt and a CD of the album. We don't know what the t-shirts look like, but that's Beyonce's power.
Yeah, that's what she can do. Only she can do it. I'm excited for it.
I purchased the box. I know a few people who purchased all 4.
Mm-hmm.
And interesting that Beyonce trying to bring CDs back. What are we gonna play them on?
Child, I have so many. What's funny is I have so many CDs because we've talked about the fact that I've been going through and throwing away stuff. I have a stack of CDs in my house, and I don't want to give them away because they're either people that I know or just really iconic historic CDs. And I'm like, but where am I gonna play it? My computer doesn't. I don't have a car that has a CD player. Kelvin, you have a CD? No, you have a Tesla.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, throw my business out there.
They probably put a CD player in the engine or something.
Oh wow.
But
there's an adapter for it. Yeah.
Maybe there's an adapter, but I don't know. Should she just be giving away like a QR code and some USB?
I don't
know.
It's
the tangibility of it, like something physical in your hand.
I'm gonna take a stab and guess that the CD itself is gonna be more of an art piece.
Okay.
In which case, I feel like there's gonna be some type of interactive element to it.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be just your average jewel case. Thing.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen. I'm excited for it.
The box sets are available for $39.99 at Beyonce.com.
Beyonce team needs to hire
CD player not included.
CD player not included.
I say that I am in the beehive. And,
so then who do you think is on the album? Who do you think is going to be on Beyonce's album? Other than her husband?
I hope Solange is on it.
That'll be great. Do they have a song
together? I'm not sure. I don't think so.
I don't think they have a song. That would be nice.
I hope Solange is on it. I hope Kelly and Michelle are on it.
Of course. There might be Meg Thee Stallion, I think.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I can picture Meg Thee Stallion feature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it Chloe Bailey? I think
Chloe and Halle Bailey potentially as well. That might be a thing as well. Yeah.
You know what would be a dope collab? Beyonce and Fantasia.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Beyonce and Fantasia. I'm trying to hear it.
100%.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna say Jennifer Hudson if we were gonna go that route. Speaking of Jennifer Hudson, let's get a hand clap for Miss Jennifer Hudson, who is now an EGOT.
Yeah, good for her.
Right, Jennifer Hudson is now an EGOT, only the second Black woman to ever do so. And if we've spoken about this before, she has an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and now a Tony, which she won over this past Tony Awards, I'm sorry, which is musical theater, and specifically in New York, if you're familiar with that. So the singer and actress clinched her first Tony this weekend when A Strange Loop, on which she serves as a producer, won Best Musical. Is that fair? I guess it's fair.
Yeah,
because she didn't act in it. But did she act in it as well?
I don't believe she was in it.
But she produced it.
Yeah, she produced it.
I mean, that's still pretty iconic.
Yeah.
That's still pretty iconic.
Yeah.
But on Tuesday, she shared an up-close look at her celebration after the show, and she was just really ecstatic. She said, "As I said when I won the Oscar for Dreamgirls, look what God can do." I think that's remarkable. I'm happy for her.
I'm extremely proud of Jennifer Hudson. I'm very happy for her because there's no denying her talent.
Absolutely.
She's a remarkable person. I think just a stand-up person in general in the industry. And she's just rightfully receiving her flowers.
Yeah, I agree. Shout out to Jennifer Hudson and all the EGOTs. And Whoopi Goldberg was the first African American woman to get her. So shout out to Whoopi, of course.
And I think out of the current EGOT holders, Jennifer Hudson is also the youngest.
Oh,
yeah,
that's dope.
That's amazing. That's awesome. So you told me, I think because I've been seeing all this EGOT stuff, that she also has a show coming out.
Yeah,
a talk show. So she's winning. She's winning.
It's going to be on Fox. It's coming out in September.
Okay.
She announced it this morning.
That's amazing.
Which is really exciting. And I think she has got the personality to carry a show.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
I really hope it does well because talk shows on Fox, they never really last.
Yeah, that's true. They don't really last very long. And then I'm also thinking. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Kelvin.
No. Yeah, just gonna continue on. Bit like I just hope it actually does well. So I like her.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I think look at Kelly Clarkson. I think Kelly Clarkson has seen some pretty extensive success with her show. I feel like, and they're friends. They're really cool.
Oh, that's good.
I think just personality-wise, people are drawn to that. I think Jennifer's gonna do well.
Do you think people are looking for like that next Wendy Williams though?
There is no other Wendy person. There is no other Wendy Williams.
There will
Wendy
be.
Williams is who she is.
Well, Nick Cannon got canceled, so now let's
And he
see.
just did one season.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see.
And Sherry Shepherd, she's good, but she's no Wendy. I mean,
Of course,
yeah.
of course. Siri keeps thinking you're talking to
Yeah.
me. But shout out to Jennifer Hudson and everything that she's doing. Black girl magic all around.
Yeah.
So speaking of black girl magic, you go ahead because this is all you. Well, me too, actually.
Yes. So in a couple of weeks, it's gonna be Essence Fest.
Yes, a couple of weeks already. Goodness.
Yeah, it's gonna be coming back after a few years of not being. They're not being able to do it because of COVID and whatnot. So,
Right.
this is I'm coming back, and of course, my girl Janet is headlining the Queen. She was scheduled to be the headliner for Essence Fest prior to the pandemic, but of course, it got canceled.
Yeah.
So it was really exciting that they brought her back to do this. So this week, she's on the cover of Essence with a special edition for the music festival.
That's
And
amazing.
she did a really in-depth interview, and she talks about how her most important job right now is being a mother, and that's why she hasn't released music.
It don't get no better than that. I'm excited. I thought the photo shoot was really dope that she did for Essence magazine. I think everyone's excited because Essence Fest is back in person. A lot of us, I don't think we realize how much COVID really shut us down into the extent that it did. So to have her just on a full-fledged force coming out, doing performances, doing magazine covers, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And I want to go. Is it too late?
It's not too late. I'm gonna be there.
Where's it at?
I got floors.
It's in New Orleans. You
Oh.
know
Yeah,
this.
it's in New Orleans. She's performing on July 2nd, which is Saturday. Yeah.
I'm
Nicki
excited.
Minaj is headlining Friday the 1st, and I forgot who's headlining on the third day, but yeah.
That's gonna be good. I just was asking you earlier too, like what's going on with Nicki Minaj?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she headlines the first night.
Well, there we go. And there we have it. Well, aside from that is happening, one of the things that's really back outside are the BET Awards. I need some sparkle for the BET Awards, Kelvin. So BET Awards are next weekend, right after Juneteenth, which, you can't get any better than that. LA is going to be lit as it always is during BET
Might be a
week.
little too late.
A little too lit because we haven't had the BET experience in quite some time. So if you guys aren't familiar with the BET Awards, the BET experience actually shuts down the LA Live area. They have all types of what would you call it? Installations. They have
it's essentially a festival.
It's
now.
a festival, yeah. It's festival status. And I'm just excited to see all of the events, all of the people coming back. I hope to go to the award show. We'll see. I might have to let y'all know when we get there. But I'm excited because BET has really stepped it up over the years. And I think this year they're going to come really, really hard, especially with how, Black entertainment took over the Oscars.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's going to be some jabs about that. But
Diddy is being awarded with a Lifetime Achievement Award this year.
nice. Congratulations to him.
While he has a controversial career, he has done a lot. He's helped establish a lot of,
Yeah.
he has
How do you
helped
really feel,
establish a lot of our very prominent acts. I mean, Mary J. Blige had a really
Yeah.
good story.
But see, the thing about Diddy though is like he starts a lot of careers, but then do they last? Other than Mary, I think Mary is about.
She left.
She did leave Bad Boy for a while, but they still maintain a really good relationship, which I think is dope. I don't know. There's a lot of like you said. That now that I'm thinking about it, he's done a lot for hip hop and the culture.
He started stuff, but then at some point stifles a lot of musical careers.
Yeah, he's had a lot of people turn
Case in
into.
point, look at Danny Kane, Day 26. I even believe he had a hand in Cassie not really blowing up the way that she should have.
That's true. But then again, she had even. Never mind.
I love Cassie. Don't call
I don't dislike Cassie. I think had it not been for him, she probably wouldn't have. But you can say that about everybody, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, since she broke up with him, has released more music
Has
outside of that relationship.
She has?
Independently.
She's
Oh,
released
yeah.
independent
Yeah.
music.
She has a lot of music.
Oh, well, I will check
And
it
it's good
out.
stuff, too.
I will
Yeah.
check it out. Maybe on one of our music episodes, we might have to play a little bit more Cassie. I think you played one, but it was old school Cassie, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Do you need a CD player to hear it?
do you need a CD
I'll put you
player?
on some of her newer stuff. She's made some really good stuff. She released more music outside of that relationship.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm here for that. Well, shout out to Diddy and Cassie. But let's get into some of these nominations while we got a little bit of time. Uh, it's loaded this year. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
R&B has taken over. If you're looking at the categories, so the very first one, best female R&B and pop artist, you have Ari Lennox, Chloe of Chloe and Halle, Doja Cat, Her, her, Jasmine Sullivan, Mary J. Blige, and Summer Walker. That's tough.
Yo.
That's tough.
Any one of them could take it. They all
Literally.
had pretty big years.
Literally. I mean, yeah, this is hard for me because I'm such a huge fan of Jasmine Sullivan.
I'm a big fan of her.
I'm a huge
I like her.
I like her too. So who's your top two then?
Her and Ari.
Her and Ari. Okay. I think if I had to really go with my top two, I would have to go with Jasmine and Doja.
I'm here
I'm gonna have to go with that
Again,
Jasmine and Doja.
This category.
This
There's
is
no wrong answer. There's no wrong
this
answer.
is tough. None of us chose Mary. But you know, the fact that you're seeing all these young R&B influences coming up, like this is not. I don't think you've had such a heavy hit in this category before. But let's get into the next category that we're excited about.
Best male R&B
And pop.
/ pop artist.
I'm seeing pop on these categories, which is
Yeah.
interesting. So we have, how do you say his name?
Blast.
Blast. Okay.
Yeah.
Blast.
Chris Brown, Giveon, Lucky Day, The Weeknd, Wizkid, and Blue.
Okay, so two of them I don't really know too well, which is Blast and Blue, but I've heard of them and I know that they're very popular. I'm surprised to see Wizkid in the
Yeah.
R&B category.
Yeah, me too.
That's interesting because
Yeah.
he's definitely Afro beats. But I think that that's interesting that they would put him in that category. Why not just have a whole Afro beats category?
They should.
Because you have so many artists now that
Of
are
course.
doing very well. BT, we're gonna have to talk. But who you got in this category?
I'm specifically going with Lucky Day.
I was gonna say,
My boy, he's from
Same.
New Orleans. I
Oh.
love everything he releases. Lucky's my guy.
I would say I think it's gonna go to Lucky Day. But I'm disappointed that Chris Brown didn't have as much of a bang as what we know he could. His music videos are dope, but I think musically he hasn't really come with any like major hits within the last year. But sometimes I think BET is a little off with their year, how
Yeah.
they are adjusting.
Like-
Yeah, they're slow. They're slow. Yes, they are slow when it comes to that. But shout out to Giveon. The Weeknd, has The Weeknd put out anything new in the last year?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, shout out to him. But you think Lucky Day? I think Lucky Day is going to take it.
I mean, that's who I'm gunning for.
That's who I think is going to take it.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
Yeah. All right. Well, then this next one, best group. This one's pretty heavy too. We have my favorite, Silk Sonic, which is composed of Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, Chloe and Halle, which are also one of my favorite groups. City Girls. I love their comeback that they've had these past few years. They have just been doing it awesomely. Lil Baby and Lil Durk. Is that a group?
It's a collaborative
it's a
group?
yeah.
Does
Kind
that
of like
count?
Future and Drake. You know how they collab?
Like, yeah, like still do something like that, or like Young Money was considered a group, even though
Is that a
they're-
group? Like he's.
I don't think they're a group.
I don't.
Personally, I don't think
One of our audience members says, "I don't think they're a group." You see how they had to put their pictures
Yeah,
together.
they don't even have an image
They don't
together.
even have an image together on the site. That's crazy. Of course, we have Migos, who rumor has it they're breaking up.
Yeah, I heard that.
Quavo is gonna go off and do his own thing, and he's doing movies.
I saw that coming.
You
They're
know,
family.
yes, they're family, but that doesn't mean they have to be a group. And then we have Young Dolph and Key Glock. I don't even know who Key Glock is.
I've heard of him.
Is Young Dolph the one that?
Yes. Young
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I still, my group that I think is going to take it is going to be Silk Sonic for
Yeah,
sure.
no question.
They're going to take it. And then we have best collaboration. Now, I know who's going to win this one.
Cool.
Who you think? Okay, so let me go through the categories. We have the song Essence, which is featuring Wizkid, Justin Bieber, and Tim's. And then we have Every Chance I Get, DJ Khaled, featuring Lil Baby and Lil Durk. We have Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar. They're cousins, by the way. Did you know that?
Oh no.
Yeah, yeah. And then we have Kiss Me More, Doja Cat and SZA, which was amazing. Way Too Sexy, Drake featuring Future and Young Thug, or Whole Lot of Money, which is Bia featuring Nicki Minaj. I want it to be Essence. I want Essence to win it out of all of these. But what's funny is I think had Justin Bieber not been on it, I don't think it would have been nominated. It was a big song.
It was a big
but
song.
Justin Bieber took it over the top.
I
guess.
I mean, out of this combo, yeah, I would say that was probably the bigger song for me. Yeah.
Definitely. Well, we have those categories to look forward to in terms of what's going on with BET Awards. But we're going to get into this commercial and we're going to parlay with our audience and talk to Manny. So we'll be right back. Parlay with our audience and talk to Manny. So we'll be right back.
Hey, Jackie, what's wrong?
I'm over here running around trying to tell everybody about the Podcast Pit.
What's the Podcast Pit?
I'm glad you asked. The Podcast Pit is an event where you will find some of your favorite podcasts performing in front of a live audience.
Will there be food and drinks there?
Of course there will be. It's at Joxer Dailies in Culver City. They have a full bar and a full menu.
Hey, I may need to tell people about this as well.
Yes, come with me. Let's tell them. The Podcast Pit is coming.
The Podcast Pit is coming. You know what I've been craving lately? Some ice cream.
Then we have to go to Slush and Roll. They have the best handmade ice cream rolls. You can add any toppings you like. Sprinkles, crushed Oreos, and my favorite, marshmallows. And you can top it off with whipped cream or delicious chocolate drizzle.
I just looked them up, and you can find them at 12742 Crenshaw Boulevard in Hawthorne, California. And they even have vegan options, too.
They sure do. And they are open from Tuesday to Sunday, 12 to 8 p.m.
And I just followed them on Instagram at Slush and Roll. Sounds too good. Let's go right now.
Yay!
Hey, my name is Jasmine Sweets, and I'm so excited to be bringing you The Sweet Spot on TGN Vibes, Good Vibes, and R&B. Playing the old school, new school, and in between. I'm coming to you this summer. Stay tuned.
Oye, locos, this is Rennie with the Brown Skin Investors, helping communities of color learn more about financial literacy. Catch us every Wednesday at 8 p.m. on TGN Latinx.
Are you looking to buy a home? Are you looking to sell your home? If your answer is yes, call the Walker Group at 310-421-6464. With over 18 years experience, the Walker Group has serviced clients throughout Southern California with their real estate need. Let us be of service to you as well. Once again, call the Walker Group at 310-421-6464 or visit our website at www.exprealty.com. Once again, that's www.exprealty.com.
Get your boogie on. Nah, just kidding with y'all. What's going on, man? It's Devontae Green having some fun. We're going to have fun at our show because that's what we do. TGN Talk, 7:30 p.m. Monday, live from the den. Tap in.
It's back, Jax. Have you heard? It's back.
Michael, what are you talking about? What's back?
The Podcast Pit. It is returning Monday, May 23rd. Brand new venue.
Oh my God, the Podcast Pit is back. Exciting. Where's it at?
It's going to be at Joxer's Daily at 7:30 p.m.
I know where that's at. That's at 11168 Washington Boulevard in Culver City.
So, Jax, will I see you there?
Oh, you know it, baby.
Kelvin, are we back? I think we're back.
Yes, we're back.
Let's get an applause. Hey, everybody. How's everyone doing? Awesome. So again, for our audience that's listening on the Good News Radio app, as well as those that we have here at this wonderful event put together by Threadhaus.
Show.
Yeah, let's show the audience, you guys. We have some people here. So we thought it would be really special not only to come and support our brother Manny J over here, but we love the creativity and the innovation. And I love the neighborhood because, you know, this is where we're at. This is where we need to be in these areas that we need to support. And in the spirit of Juneteenth, you know, it's very important to support all of our African-American establishments on this glorious holiday. So at this time, we are going to introduce none other than Manny J of Threadhaus.
Thank you for joining us, Manny.
What's up? What's up? Thank you all for having me.
Thank you for being here. So I think I have a little bit of an echo.
Yeah, it's just feedback.
Okay, because we're on the microphones. We're in here. We're in this event. So Manny, this is Juneteenth. Tell us why you're putting this event together and what this means to you. Got a long microphone.
Oh, yeah, the microphone is definitely long. First of all, shout out to everybody in here. Applause to yourselves. All right, so the reason I am actually hosting this event for numerous reasons, but we're this is our first NFT meetup, Web3 meetup, and basically what that means is we're actually opening up the platform for more people in our communities to know more about NFTs, know about Web3, know about crypto. And I've been able to really build and cultivate a phenomenal community, just like I have in fashion and other endeavors, but I've been able to cultivate a phenomenal community and in the Web3 space. And it's so amazing that majority of our people are all Black owners and founders of these amazing projects. And it just aligned with everything that Threadhaus is about. It aligned with everything that our project is centered around, and it around everything that Soul Folks, the actual art lab that we're a part of, that is as well. So this is just a beautiful ecosystem. And I wanted to give my personal friends and people that I've built some phenomenal relationships with, I wanted to give them a platform. And this is our actual first meetup. So we'll be doing this bi-weekly. And we welcome all. We welcome everyone to come out, learn a little bit more about NFTs, crypto, Web3, what all of that stuff means, and ask some questions, and also support our projects, because we have some phenomenal projects, and our projects that we are a part of, we all are working together. So everyone that you'll be able to hear speak tonight, we're working together simultaneously with their projects, and we're also helping build each other.
You know, since I've known you, and we've known you for some years, you are a community builder. You have a tendency to bring people around you and just literally build, you know, whether that be, and we always celebrate, obviously, the creative community, but like, that's what you do. You know, I think you're a passionate creative, and you kind of run with that. And whoever's going to run with you, you're like, all right, come on, let's go.
Absolutely. Shout out to Josh, though. There's so many people that I've been blessed to be affiliated with, and Sharik and Josh there. I mean, we definitely go back. Like, we got we got stories. And you all have actually always came out to support me. And building this brand Threadhaus for the past 5 years, where I am now, it's allowed me to understand why I've been on this journey. And we tell people now that our brand is built off of 5 pillars. And it's so beautiful to hear you say that about me being someone that's just been about the community, because that is one of the major pillars of our brand. Another one of it is education, sustainability, innovation, and creativity. And when all of this kind of came to me one night, it all made sense, and it definitely revealed itself of who I am and what the DNA of Threadhaus is, and what the DNA of who I am, and how much of that I've put into my brand, and how much I've put into of that. And now I realize that more than anything, and now it's an opportunity to evolve it and bring a lot of people with me.
That's literally what I was just about to say, is that, you know, as creatives, you know, we have to evolve, you know, in this ever-changing world of technology, in this ever-changing world of NFT and what that's looking like for us. You know, how do we evolve with that? Not for the sake of just knowing what's happening, but also because this is an opportunity for us to gain wealth, for us to educate the community on how to gain wealth, right? And so could you speak to that, and, you know, why that's important to you?
Well, our goal with our whole overall brand and vision is to create a 360 economy, and what they call a circular economy. And what that will be able to do is taking people in the community, our everyday people that may not have all of the opportunities that some of us are afforded, afforded, and be able to give them an opportunity with the skill set and the knowledge that they have, and being able to support that. So what economic growth is to me, what this whole entire community to me is about creating economic growth, not just for the youth, but also for our elders as well, for the people that may get lost in this new age of technology. We want to be able to continue to elevate them and also give them opportunity, as well as give the younger generation opportunity to expand on it. Because the world is moving so fast right now. And we happen to be a part of a beautiful space right now, a beautiful age where things are changing so fast, but there's so much opportunity. And I just want to be a part of that and cultivate that on both ends. So that's what the economic growth is for me. And that's what the economic wealth is for me. And that's what the 360 circular economy is for me.
Yes.
And so real quick, so some of the people that you're going to hear from tonight, I mean, this is exactly what we're doing. I have my guy from Mr. Peep World who shout out to Mr. Peeps, who actually, he is a crypto trader, an investor, a real estate, and he's really a young guy, really amazing dude. And his lady as well, she's doing some phenomenal things, and their whole project is about building community. I have my guy G from Sky Life, who he's definitely been like a mentor and walking me through my journey in this space. But he has a phenomenal project, and all of the things that he's doing is about impacting community and change. And he has some social economic stuff attached to his thing as well. And then we're going to hear from another gentleman who has an NFT racing video game where people can make passive income off of racing. Then we have another project, so it's just it's going to be phenomenal to hear some of these amazing people speak and everything, and actually see how we're going to get to that economic growth and how we're going to get there real quick.
I have a question. Get the mic real quick. You hand Manny a mic, you might not get it back.
That's true.
Right.
That's true. Very true.
But what I wanted to ask is specifically, what is Web3? Please tell us what is Web3. Because I hear NFT, I'm just now starting to understand it. But what is Web3? Please tell us.
All right, I'm gonna actually have one of my guys come over here and explain this a lot better than I will. I'm gonna explain it to you the way around, but he's gonna give it to you straightforward. Come on, G. Come on. Oh, Daenerys, you got it? All right, come on, Daenerys. All right, come on.
Who's the G? Is it me?
It's G, Daenerys, it's all. Go ahead.
So Web3 is the new way of the internet and the technology. So in Web 2.0, you guys look at Facebook, MySpace, those type of ways. And the Web 3.0 is where we actually can have ownership of our information and actually monetize our brands and have control over it. So that's Web3 in the 1, 2, 3. We have ownership of our digital footprint, and we actually can monetize our digital footprint.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And that's my man, founder of Mr. Peeps World, by the way.
I think that was the best explanation of Web3 I've ever understood, because I'm still trying to understand it at a very fundamental level. And I feel like I go to these conferences and they're not speaking to me.
Right.
I think the community at large needs to be spoken to at a very fundamental level to be able to dive themselves in and actually grow in this space.
Exactly. And this is exactly why we're hosting these meetups. And this is why, like I said, this is important for us all to get the knowledge at a very at pace. Because look, here's the thing. We're all still learning. This is so new. So, like I said, I could have explained it. I would have went all around the world with that. You know what I mean? But I know that we're all still learning of what everything is and what this Web3 has to hold. I mean, doggone Jack Dorsey the other day just announced he's working on Web 5. He just skipped over 4. He just went to Web 5. But so it's a lot of information to sink in. But it's definitely going to be very valuable for us to come.
So thank you. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Shout out to Lil May Day.
You know what? Yes. And Manny's been rocking with us from the beginning. Seriously. So
Yeah.
important to keep your community together. Thank you. So now we wanted to talk about Juneteenth. As some of you, or most of you should know by now, that Juneteenth is this Sunday, which is, what's the actual date?
The 19th.
Yeah, it's usually June 19th. I personally have been celebrating it all my life. I'm from the Bay Area, and it's a big thing that we do every single year, festival-wise. So it was no surprise to me when I hear Juneteenth. But now I know in more recent years, people are like, what is Juneteenth? Oh, now we get a holiday. We don't have to go to work. You know, that's not what it's for. And now even more recently, we're seeing brands that are taking advantage of,
i.e. Walmart with Juneteenth flavored ice cream.
What?
There's been Juneteenth flavored ice cream. There's been Juneteenth salads at museums with watermelon in it. Just a lot of just tastefulness.
Juneteenth decor at the Dollar Tree.
What?
Yes.
This.
But in all actuality, this is something that should be taken very seriously. So for those of you who are not familiar with Juneteenth is a federal holiday, also known as Freedom Day or Jubilee Day, which is how I first was introduced to it. It is on Sunday, June 19th. President Biden announced it and said that it was going to be Juneteenth National Independence Day Act, which is now making it a federal holiday. What it really is about is the emancipation of slaves, and when most slaves became aware of their freedom, because it took a long time for news to trickle. Of course, we didn't have newspapers, we didn't have social media, and a lot of people didn't know that they were free.
Mm-hmm.
And on this particular day is when everyone became recognized of their freedom, and that's why it is Freedom Day. And no, I don't appreciate Walmart making an ice cream, but then it's kind of a catch-22. We want people to know, we want people to be aware. So how do you not cross that line?
Where's the boundary?
Yeah, where is the boundary? What do you think?
Okay, I got an answer for that. How much money Walmart giving back to the Black community or the Black and Brown community? How much are they gonna donate off of that? I mean, here's the thing. I mean, we've been in situations for all our lives and everything where people just capitalize off our culture, and that's cool, right? We know that's what it is. But at the same time, like, where's the solutions? You know, Walmart created programs like some of the programs that we talking about creating tonight and everything, we wouldn't have a lot of issues that we're having in our communities. So if we gonna talk about, people capitalizing off of anything that's important to us, right? Where are we getting that payback? Where's those scholarships? Where's the information that's going to be able to send more people to college or put people more in better career opportunities or give people raises? You know what I'm saying? So it's so many people out in mid-America. I'm from the South. So definitely I know about how Walmart does. It's people that's not educated that's still getting in those spaces. Where's the opportunities for those type of people? So that's how I have to say about Walmart, JCPenney, and whoever else can. It's going to be capitalized to do something for us.
No, I feel that.
And it became a big controversy, obviously, on social media, and they ended up recalling it. It wasn't even on the shelves for a week.
No, definitely.
Because people were like, no, that's not how this is going to rock. You have to respect this, and it's not an opportunity for companies. And I can even speak to this, like, how companies take advantage of Pride Month, and all of a sudden everybody wants to put a rainbow on their logo. And, it's like, I think capitalism takes advantage of everything that's supposed to be real, and that's not what this is about. And so it's like, you want to celebrate these things with respect, not so much about a dollar, but about remembering and honoring, the value of what it means.
Right. That's true. And they're just using the colors. They're not educating people about what it is. So it's just,
Anyone in the audience, do you have any thoughts? Anybody in regards to what we're talking about in regards to Juneteenth? How do you think Juneteenth should be recognized or celebrated? Want me to give you some ideas? Go ahead. Go ahead.
I feel like it should be used to celebrate Black success, because I feel like they often celebrate, like they celebrate people who aren't doing well, like not necessarily the best in the community. And I feel like they should celebrate people who are trying to be the best of who they are. So that's my personal opinion, because I have some really close platforms, and they hear about like the new birth is showing people who are not like people who are not society. So I feel like celebrating people who are like working hard to be good mental and not there. Well, I would suggest. Because I think that like there's so many people that are working really hard to like be good.
Okay.
Can you reiterate what she said for the audience? No. Manny's got it.
I can try. I kind of got a little bit that. She was saying that it should be used more to celebrate not just successful to celebrate more successful Black individuals in the Black community. And I agree with that 100% because there's so many things that people always look and see. I guess you can say the impoverished side of a lot of things where there's so much success that's happening in our communities. And I definitely think that that could actually be celebrated a lot more. And I agree with what you're saying. I appreciate you saying that. So.
Passing the mic around. Sorry about that. This is a whole process over here. But yeah, so one of the, I did find an article so I can try to help educate myself as well as educate others in regards to what we can do to celebrate Juneteenth. So I have 8 things that we all can do. We can start off by educating yourself and reflect. While slavery ended in 1865, racism persists in countless institutions. Use June 19th as a day to reflect on critical issues that discriminate against Black people in America and around the world. Spend the day reading about Juneteenth's history, including how Black families felt after being emancipated. Watch the documentary 13th on Netflix, which is really, really good.
Really good.
That's the one that Will Smith produced, correct?
Ava DuVernay.
Ava DuVernay, yes, 13th on Netflix, about the 13th Amendment. Engage with other movies, shows, books, and podcasts. A lot of these streaming platforms have like a whole theme. And that was something that they've been doing for a while. It was somewhat kind of subtle. It wasn't like in your face, but they have libraries of content about the Black struggle, about Black revolutionary and everything in between. So really educating yourself on Black stories. And there's a lot of historical figures that a lot of people don't even know about that I think is really important for us to educate ourselves on. Watch online Juneteenth events. Tune in virtually on the Juneteenth Musical Festival or online celebrations and find a listing of local events where you live. There's going to be one right up the street, Leimert. They have one this weekend. Come out and participate with that. I'm going to try to be here myself. Paramount, my company, we're going to have a booth at the Leimert Park, which is going to be pretty dope. So I'm excited to come and network.
I'm going to be at Black on the Block downtown at the Wisdom LA.
Okay.
Which is, I mean, it's a monthly event, but they started a year ago on Juneteenth. So this is also their 1-year anniversary. And that's an opportunity. I mean, there's a whole bunch of vendors, all Black-owned businesses. There's performances, there's food vendors, and it's honestly just a celebration. It's just vibes.
Yeah.
And I think one of my things and how I would like to celebrate Juneteenth is to celebrate and acknowledge, you know, how far Black leaders have gotten.
Exactly.
How far we still need to go.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, being able to acknowledge the work that's being done to really uplift and, you know, really dive back to the community.
Yes, absolutely. Another one, it says, place a sign in your front yard. Okay.
That made the list.
Yes. Raise awareness and show your support for Juneteenth by decorating a sign for your front yard or door. This is a great way to help educate younger kids in your neighborhood who may not know about the holiday. We'll have Threadhaus design a Juneteenth sign.
I guess.
He said, no, I don't know about that. We're not too sure about that. This one's interesting. Celebrate with a barbecue or family meal. Gather your family together to celebrate freedom. Since the pandemic is still a serious concern, make sure you're following state guidelines, which I definitely recommend. I think, well, for Black people, we like to cook and we
So a
like to
cookout.
have cookouts. So I'm all for the cookout. I'm here for it.
Where's the food, man?
So one of the things that did not make this list, which we spoke about before we got here, was supporting Black businesses, and that's essentially what Manny is talking about. That's what he's trying to do. Not just Black businesses, everyone's businesses, but I think specifically for the week of Juneteenth, it will really help to bring forth awareness by putting your money into Black businesses. The Black dollar circulating in the Black community makes a huge difference. If you aren't aware of some of the impoverished communities that were thriving at one point in time, right? The Tulsa massacre. Tulsa was a thriving African-American community after emancipation, in which there were banks and there were businesses and doctors and so on and so forth. And because of racism, you can't say it was anything else, pure racism, it caused murder, devastation, and the end of wealth generating within that Black community, and to a point where you don't even recognize Tulsa, Oklahoma anymore. So that's why we really speak about celebrating and honoring and supporting Black-owned businesses, because it's a very important thing.
I want to just speak to something on that too. That is really fascinating. Being a designer and an entrepreneur, one of the things that I've been working on for the past 2.5, 3 years is getting all of my IP in order, right? Intellectual properties and patenting some of my designs. What I found, what inspired me to do that was up until the Tulsa massacre, there were almost 17,000 patents from Black designers, Black inventors. And it was fascinating because it's still, at the rate that happened in, is people still haven't, Black inventors still haven't caught up to what that was back then. And it just really is fascinating to know that how forward we were before that massacre and how much farther we have still to come.
And just to imagine where the community would be now had that massacre not happened, it's really a little mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Definitely. And what's also interesting about it is Tulsa isn't the only one. There were other communities such as Rosewood, if you guys are familiar with that movie that came out in the early 90s. There were the Freedmen Bank, which is another one I would definitely suggest you guys look into. And what that was were Black business owners and Black entrepreneurs putting their money and trusting it within a bank. And the bank system basically meticulously taking their money away from them and them not having any rights and just stealing away their land and all of their property and so on and so forth. So there's countless and countless of instances as to where the Black wealth and generational wealth within the Black family was not able to thrive and survive in the way that, unfortunately, I have to say, white families have been able to. And even for me, not having that certain system set up generations ahead of me has caused me to fight harder nonetheless, but me to have to overcome. And I'm just really appreciative of people like Manny, people like J Penn, and all of the people who are here to celebrate and recognize what it means to have these types of businesses and events within this community. So Manny, we have about a couple minutes left. Just let everybody know where they can find you and what you have coming up next.
All right, so first of all, if you're out there, you can check us out on Instagram, Threadhaus Co. We are
House, H-A-U-S.
Oh yeah. Let's do that. Threadhaus, H-A-U-S Co. So it's actually all behind you right here. This nice backdrop. And you can definitely check us out. Threadhaus.la is our website. Feel free to donate. We have a fundraiser that we're doing and everything, and I'll talk about a little bit more of that later on tonight. But or if you see something cool you like, shop or just send me a message. Support our NFTs if you're in that space as well. I have a cool project that I did with my son. He's 14, he'll be 15 next month. I can't believe you'll be driving next year. But yeah, so yeah, definitely.
And happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Happy Father's Day. Shout out. Oh, so real quick. So to all the dads, and actually real quick, I'll speak on this for your audience. So what our NFT project, part of our NFT project is, but with me and my son though, we created it, and part of the utility of what we're actually doing is.
We gotta cut you off.
All right, I'm out.
We're going off the air. But thank you, manager. He's going to talk more about Father's Day, and make sure you guys are checking him out. Again, we are Limelight Live Show on the Good News Radio. I'm Sharika Meg. This is
JPK, you know what it is.
And we're going to see you guys next time. Bye to our audience online.